Me bypassing the
bypassing the in your own person. Yeah. In the same thing. And you name the same thing. And that was no. Say you will bypasses now. It will reduce the traffic and we come by 2 hours. And see all the advantages they are talking about associated with the new one now or proposition, you know. You will find those advantages in this. But because this abandon starting, you know, they don't want to continue because there's that will be MPP start here. So that's the primary motivation, and it's not good.
So are you against the express road?
I'm not against an express road. It's important that we have an express road. But what I'm saying is that already there's an existing one which will achieve the same purpose. At a cheaper and we have already spent a lot on that already. So I think I saw something that road news and I say the fact that some more new expressway doesn't mean say they will abandon. And I mean, what's the honorable minister talking about? If you want to spend limited resources to do the two and achieve which will be it will achieve the same purpose. How about the other important trunk roads? Say because in Ghana, you should even have dual expressway from Accra to Kumasi, Accra to Cape Coast Takoradi, and Accra Takoradi to Kumasi. That triangle, and Kumasi to Tamale. You should have that. And you know what you mean? What he's talking about now, and this is duplication, which is waste of resources. He also talk about there are variations be about bypasses say about that is possible in infrastructure work and development. You know, sometimes someone say project work to rock be. You have to break the rock. That costs money. So these are the things there. And as I road no so Eastern region, many parts of Eastern region Galamsey Abo and a Galamsey.
Okay.
It's Galamsey pits, no. That's all the borders be gum now solidify the base, no, and send what me road intervention. And no sign no more you been a man cost no a cost. And it's normal in infrastructure. I keep on saying so if you say a Kabia Banes will be in this car. It shouldn't be a problem. But more so emotional say because of an intino will jai investment at the fofo. Meanwhile, to construct a road like that, it will take about 6 years to finish. Meanwhile, President Mahama Ba Kumasi-Accra say obe start early next year and he will finish before the end of his term, which is 3 years, less than 3 years. And I said that it's not possible because we haven't even finished feasibility studies. We have feasibility studies and I be design. Most of if I say animations be near any AI can generate it easily, but proper feasibility studies we are and I'll be if I say design on the cost of the project. We need the cost we are. I feel now. So we looking for funding. This project can cost about $1 billion. Yes. Now even Ofanko Sawom crown. And it's a 346 million, which is around 30 kilometers. Now by 198. It will be close to $1 billion, if not more.
Was that generated in the big gradient?
Say a bridge. So they will put bridge there, and the area that there's bridge.
Yeah. But there's who in-depth knowledge about roads near you.
Oh, he's never called me on any issue.
New input to that.
No, he's never called me. But this is the guy who was my friend. In fact, we were both at tech together. We live in the same, if any say, hall, in this hall. We did architecture, I did planning, and even in parliament and in government, we've been friends. But he hasn't sought my view. But just a more entrenched position they want to do. And whether my input or my, they are not interested in that. But I strongly believe, they have to look at the thing well. Because they shouldn't waste our resources.
The one major we are raising here about Ofankon Sawam Road. That project in there, they be an say problem ba say no me kwa krabia na hame. They be a me draw be a me can say this is one project very very important because now udru ho no mo before you get to Pukwase the kind of traffic will be demands and we do Pukwase no. Na say it say aban say sika mukoji for the entire project no. You secure the funding. You knew sika na san. Over floor of parliament now who raised that consent no. Nche mo ne zain.
I'm say the unfortunate thing is that they even misinformed the president. My president Krabe can't was him. Emma me bow out because the president can. I find it a very unpleasant duty on my part to come out to contradict the president. I'm not. We know I've worked for a president before, so I have a lot of respect for the office. Yeah. They misinformed the president. The Ofanko is our own project. A year. $346 million.
$346 million.
Yes. Now, our contract document more. The funding source was supposed to be GOG. So say buying for government of Ghana funding any. Into year contract in here, and are buying any facility be Afro-Exim Bank, and they secured 200 million. 200 million to support that project.
Okay.
Project that costs $346
million.
And we secured $200 million. Parliament passing that time now to forcing a ranking member on finance, Honorable Abuja, no minister, no a ranking member for roads and highways and transport. Our minimum preferences it was not meant to complete the entire project.
Now the $146 million
left. Yes, I bind it. At the time I spending $200 million a year, they are finishing almost 70% of the roads.
It's true.
Until the rest of the money must come from government of Ghana to AE. Until banners were to they say yeah project that could do. At that time I think it was barely 68%. Next is Ghana loans Ghana Sam. The rest of the money should come from government.
You have to raise resources and do it.
Exactly. And we are still paying taxes for projects. Finance minister, I don't know, you shouldn't do that. And in Gafu say be this is one. Exactly. I
think that's a stretch.
And this road is also to support the Kumasi-Accra dualization. That's only Siswa, a Kosa. So, and also obesisa no that kotobe before. Necessary we no I don't understand. Pukwasi interchange is the biggest interchange in West Africa. It was done to support Accra Kumasi dualization. This was what the alignment in Betobe before for Accra. You need maybe a walker.
John Abuhun is as I calculate to say the express road is going to serve the same purpose of this kind of road.
The same. It is scan Kakrana one. If I'm 12 in way. Now, other express will be a say, Accra Takrade, Kumasi Tamale.
Yes.
It be a Takrade Kumasi. When you are South Triangle, where it will change the socio-economic development, the situation in our country.
I think I've said it.
Yeah.
Express we see, entirely different from the one we are talking about. Now, it will be in the forest.
For Namuram.
I mean, over far Kromone, there you encounter traffic.
No.
Those stars.
No. So Intina bypasses. Nina bypasses in the Fakrum.
Okay.
Fakrum. It's the same thing. Bypasses in the Fakrum. You're free main aim. Just that we be do Kromua. There's a seamless branch. Kra. No so now oko. And this proposed one they will have that. In fact, Abuchi be expressway using motorway using Enfakrum. Inti bedu kroma na opase na seamless exit. Now oko sane no. A year making bypasses a forest na and then I make say galam say size to rock. So blasting. Inti Enfakrum inti no come me no money.
There were
the difference me say this time now we are going to use almost use different routes. Until for instance obi Akimoda it will be good for the person. No doubt about that. And you know, the people in that area will be excited because it will be easy.
MPs from Kumasi against what personally also there be you are not against it. I remember I read from the regional ministers that he said MPs that are from Kumasi or Mosi Omoya against the express road, no, your constituents will punish you. Because I said development there back.
Express road that's the point. Yeah, you be that. In the end, twice in the area, and I said never for. Region is an yeah.
Opposing from a
no. We are not
against express.
No. There's an existing expressway so let us complete that. The mistake they are doing, Honorable Atoforsen say the same thing. This is the first time we are having expressway in Ghana. Until meetings I'm say Honorable Ato, we need finance and our banking. Until we men can wasm. Don't go in an area you do not have area. You can say expressway is the same as motorway. It is the same as dual carriage. In America, you want from the freeway, you want from the turnpike, New Jersey turnpike. So, what it means, me say, so usiswa, kebia encrosso, uko straight is onakosa. And what be from Insawam to Apogwa Junction. It's an expressway. Yes. Now ya dada. Usiswa. Exactly. That's it. And you know, the American say already the president go for start. When this for mobile beja to e man na kufu ado aba beto aso. Enti no sika na aka no. You should never to aso wie. Na nya the asase dada no. Ye to aso. Now it will achieve the same results. The same results. I'm saying that bypasses no kwa now. Ebe cut the by 2 hours, which is significant. Yes, and sana the other parts also are in dualizing. Yeah, can we are Kumasi-Accra 2 hours. No do. And a very reduced accident. No issues. Because accident be brave urban. A head-on collision. So, I did back also. Already no so far there are some parts especially the dual parts I say crap tunam so the driver is supposed so for
drive at the shoulders of the road in free corner
so 6 years in my view no their proposed projects will take to complete what are they going to do to the existing road which is the most important road in the country. A third of Ghanaians rely on that road. Yes. Over 10 million Ghanaians rely on that road. And you know, they have abandoned it. So what is going to happen to that bar session? For 6 years on the project now, people should continue to die. Travel time should continue to go up. So it's not a good thing.
Okay.
It's not a good thing.
You mentioned some roads via Finance Minister Ankapcha. He deliberately excluded such routes. Jinjini Sampa Road.
Yeah.
Takwa Pristia Road.
Yeah.
Accra Kumasi Highway, Dambai, Damongo, Gozo, and Techiman Town roads. Your roads are.
Yeah.
Deliberately.
Yeah.
One touch on it, even though one started here.
Exactly. These are the facts. Jinjini Sampa Yama commencement, a very important road.
Very. About 2 months ago, I'm Kofao.
Exactly. And a whole also no cashew. the cashew development in that area, and it's amazing. Government is getting a lot of money from cashew export. Also now cashew in the world. That road is very important. Takwa Prestia. This is a minerals area. So Kumasi-Accra, they say I can't we decided to give some facelift to the new regional capitals. Dambai, Damango, Goso, Techima. And also no neglect. So a table will come down so. I remember Kokobin and New Quanta Road. Yeah. Kofi Job, you can ask him. Kumasi-Mampong Road. I started the process. Procurement has started. You know, and this when the mark traffic back Kumasi. When the mark traffic back Kumasi dispose. Yeah.
The kind of armed robbery cases you see.
Exactly. But you.
Oh yeah, me Kaiser na mo here to a certain kind of point to be.
Yeah, that contractor was so ding. Contractor was so ding. It's about a year for because all these rules were started by the MPP, and they don't want to resource it. If the government wants to use the money the Parliament approved this year, all these rules, including Ahinema Kokobin and New Quanta Road, contractor also on Moya and Chibiano in Kumbi.
But big push, I saw some of the roads.
Big
push that the government.
For instance, I mentioned, Ofankonsa Wom. So, yeah. So, Omaye is working.
Of course.
Kaswa Winiba. And they plan to extend it to Cape Coast and to Takoradi, which was the plan. Plan and order. So I commend them for that, and it's a very important role. Yeah, but it shouldn't be selective. That's some special interest bill. They're being now
scale of preference.
It shouldn't be. All these roles are critical.
Kaswa was it last year that we passed? Really bad too. Kaswa was it last year?
And that's why I called it selective and misleading capture of ongoing projects. In place of that, Oma prepare 63 different projects. 63 hurriedly prepared. And I was pointing out to say, when you do that, no proper feasibility studies, no proper due diligence. Already, you must say you accept variation. So a day in Tina, Ubetimi free say, almost say one person will complete 63 projects now in 2 years, which means by end of 2027, one person will complete it. They are hurriedly preparing these projects, and nobody now so akoma PP saying single source. Now I raise the point that Honorable Abuja Abrano or opposition now preach against single source procurement. Come was some pa. Now we all come was some pa now ababem. What time cried there? Ya packaging 63 now boom. Near come PPS or more approval for single source. And I thought say when your circumstances change, your principles shouldn't change in life. So I raised that issue. But the central theme of the point I'm trying to make is say our constitution envisages a situation where a government will come and will decide to abandon whatever the previous government has started. So our constitution, under the directive principle of state policy, it should say, a said yes or bar. Where can the previous year solve to us? But they are not doing that. The resources that we have now for roads, you should use it to finance road projects that are currently ongoing. A key amongst them is the Swami interchange, and also Anua Quanta, Ahinema Kokobin, and many others across the country. Now, Omunya say, Omupese Omoidi Biba Ebewo Mudim. If you're able to finish, what we started. Let's say we new one. It will make sense because it will not be waste of resources. And at the thing about construction, so say, so what started? Fans will do about 30%, 40%. Let's all jato for about a year. You come back and start as if you had reached 10%.
Really?
Yeah. Because in so I worship the brain, a lot of things will have happened. And it's like we are starting from afresh. So it has serious cost implications to the country. Yeah.
I say, I am Kwame Perry from Busheng. First, I would like to thank Honorable Fab, Francis Asenso watching, for his good jobs around the constitution. I think he's mentioning the contractor's name. So I would like to bring to his attention the quality of work done by the contractor Don Cross, who handled the Adumanu to Busheng stretch. The quality of work was not encouraging, and as a result, the road is having issues right now. The likes of Aduato and Adepo Bronikrom, which were handled by Rango, got asphalt, high quality roads, but ours were just like not completed. Okay, or no? You can't say already any few no. There are other messages here. Honorable engagement for Obesia Cob, Nti Yemra is ni and also Komo Kakra. Na Yemfa Parliament issue no so budget in the no. In so Yemra back to one Kasa political party. I think in just about 2 months. Yeah. So November, December, yeah. January.
January,
December, January, the whole of December, the whole of January, yes. To 2 months and some few days. Now, party no go to the polls to elect a flag bearer to lead the party. I've heard, say, one kasa watu to actually where baby awujina. I don't know
yeah, MPP presidential primary. Yeah.
What just all support to Baumia?
Dr. Baumia, yeah.
Reasons. And the saying. I know the time I now support to Akufo, I know when the bond between you, father and son, and the son man there.
And even Kufo.
And former president Kufo. Why Baumia? Why Baumia now?
Kwame, Juma Ikuti. And yet a personal interest. And I coupe. So, yeah, who be a obetimi Abuama MPP awene for 2028. And in making that decision, it wasn't an easy decision for me. Because some of the people who are contesting,
of course,
people, some of us are even closer to than even Baumia. I don't want to mention them, but I have very serious friends among those who are contesting. So, it's in yes, be me personal interest, and I'm sure. And I also know, say every election be different. Every election has its own dynamics. The 2024 election, the dynamics were different, and the 2028, the dynamics will be different. Ghana high way Kwame. So we share elections I call Ghana from President Rawlings' time. No presidential candidate has gone for the first time while winning, unless that candidate was a president, a sitting president. What it means, me say, Ghana for answer number 2 Abama no money udada. Now wako Ghana nyinama, they have your name, the name recognition is there, the face recognition is there. Ibia wako rally crime or hunipen. So the billboard is here, the t-shirt is here. So once in Ghana for back Jua Tumuno, now they really know you. It has never happened, say, first time on the ballot. Now when you're president, Dada, we are not on the national screens, television screens, and everywhere. Now you're to Obama. It's difficult. Thankfully, Dr. Baumia, you're to a baby. The way we are conducting on, we be here who say we need papa. What they Ghana Shanisa with me aboa. I'm impuntu Abba. A crown fast election or G2 there are some people who disagree with him, especially in our party. I've seen some people who say they will have done this. But Ghana for yempen tokwa. Yempe gidi the same. nipa obi a ne ho dwo a asɛm ba obetumi atena se aka and only the advantage Dr. Bawumia wo so etimi hwɛ saa ne omo we nyinaa and the father say ya turn dada and then I was making that point to another TV, but omo hell I'm go try no basa bi.
Na see am for be the old nam.
Yeah, I'm
go say t-shirt ni.
Yeah.
Billboards nti.
Yeah, you see, and that's why sometimes it's difficult for us to accept it.